Good morning, my friends at Senior Plus. I'm so glad that you're taking another class. This is a great time to be crafting. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Corinne Singdon. I teach stamping and scrapbooking here in the community. So I have a couple of... my name is Corinne Singdon. I teach stamping and scrapbooking. I have a couple of cute projects for you. This is a Funfold card. I have not stamped any greetings on these cards so that you can use them for any occasion that you would like. This is kind of like a showstopper. And then this one is a fun gatefold, double gatefold card is called. This is called a little belly band when I'm sliding off. And again, for this one, everybody will have the same paper. This one here comes in smaller packets, so I didn't have quite enough paper for everybody to have exactly the same. So your paper may look a little bit different than what you see here, or even perhaps a sample that I will be demonstrating. So I'm just sliding this back on. So let's get started. I'm going to make this accordion fold one first. So in your envelope, you should have your pretty yellow base. You should have 3 centers for your flowers, 6 daisies, and 3 leaves. Then you have 2 pieces of designer paper that are the same size. And then 2 more that are this size, and then 2 pieces of white. I did write the measurements down just in case you want to make some more. So the card base itself is 5.5 this way by 11. So you're going to take your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and you're going to cut it at 5.5 right here. And then I scored it at 1.5, 3 inches, 5.5, and 8. So we're going to fold it like an accordion fold, I call it. So fold forward, fold back. You notice I'm starting with the larger piece. Fold this way and then fold this way. So now I'm going to find my bone folder and burnish all of those folds. Oops, looks like I got something on my bone folder here. In each direction. Then you're going to just assemble the card. So the 2 pieces, the 2 skinny pieces of designer paper are 1 1/4 by 5.5. The 2 fatter pieces are 2 1/4, so 1 inch bigger by 5 1/4. And then you have a whisper white that's 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then 2 inches by. I don't know why I have this one on there. It doesn't look like we have. This is a mistake, I think, right here. We'll find out as we go through it, won't we? Okay. So I like to open my card up and lay out my designer paper. So I make sure I'm putting it in the right place. And then the 2 end caps match. And then we're going to put this little piece right here that's going to, you can either put this down first and then put your designer paper over, or vice versa, and then this piece here. So this is where the layout is. I'm just going to turn this around. And let me grab a new mono. I like to use wet glue myself just because it gives me a few minutes to move it around. It does take a little bit of getting used to it, because it can come out fast and thick. But once you do, you find it hard to go back to tape runners. So I want a nice little yellow frame all the way around that. So you have 2 white pieces where you can write your own personal message, which I like to do because sometimes I just need a blank card so I can create it into whatever I'm thinking at the moment. And I send a lot of cards right now during this pandemic. Just to me, it's like sending a hug in the mail. This beautiful paper. It is double-sided. Not all paper you buy is. I love this one. Put some on the edges. Get this out of my way here. So I'm centering each panel so that it has a little yellow frame all the way around it. Now, if you don't have a bone folder, you can use a butter knife. Now here you need to make a decision. You're either going to put this one down first and then this one over it, or vice versa. I'm going to do it vice versa because I like to have more space to write my message. So you're not going to put it right on the edge, but pretty close. And now I can put my last piece on. So it is going to overlap. I wanted it to have a nice straight edge. Yeah, so now you're going to fold it back up, and I probably would run my bone folder one more time. So all I did is put a little bit of glue between each flower. So I'm going to do that right now. Get them all spread out here on 3 of them. Just a dab. Then you're going to overlap them so that the flower looks a little fuller. And then I just take my bone folder or the edge of a ruler or something, holding this together, just kind of curl those a little bit. Don't pull too hard because you'll pull your petal right off. Now some people like to do it before they put them together. There's no right or wrong. I'm going to put my centers on before I attach them to my card. There's one. There's 2. Sometimes the glue doesn't come off with it. If that happens, just put a dab of glue or glue dot. Okay.